Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm a self-employed mama of 4. My husband and I are on a journey to become debt-free using a zero-based budget and the cash stuffing method because our biggest goal is to invest wisely and give generously. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. Well, hey everyone, I am so excited to be back with another cash stuffing this week. And this week I'll be cash stuffing $1,160 for the 3rd week of May. And as always, I'm gonna start with my wallet. And I just wanna say welcome. We have a lot of new people on the channel. And so I just wanted to give you guys a special shout out because you're new here, and I hope you'll stick around because we have a ton of fun. So I'm gonna start with taking out my receipts. I'm gonna scan these into my Fetch Rewards app, which if you haven't heard about it, it's basically an app where you scan in your receipts and then you accumulate points, and those points turn into gift cards. So I'll put my referral code right up on the screen here. Use it if you want to, or if you don't want to, you don't have to, obviously, but we both get bonus points if you use it, so might as well. I'm gonna just empty out my coins here into my coin container, and I get a lot of questions where this is from. It's literally just from Walmart, like in the office section. So that's where you can find this coin container. And when this gets full, I just bring it in and exchange it for cash. So it's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna unstuff my wallet here. So in spending, I started with only 20 this last week and I have 15 left over. So we're gonna go ahead and stuff that into my savings challenges here in a little bit. Eating out, I spent all of that, spent everything in the drinks. Kids, I'm gonna end up rolling this over, but let's see. We have $7 left in here, and this is just for little fun things, you know, for out and about, and the kids want like a candy bar or something like that. And then all of the rest of these are empty. So we're gonna go ahead and start by stuffing my wallet. And I do have my cash planning sheet here that has all of my denominations. So I'm just gonna set that off to the side here so that it's out of the way and I can look at it from over here. Okay, so for spending, I'm gonna grab that out of our low priority binder here. I always stuff me and my husband's spending money at the beginning of the month, and then we just pull from it throughout the month as needed. So, and I had purchased something online. I was trying to remember what it was last week. I don't remember what it was that I purchased. Okay, so I have 50, 60, 70, 75, and what is this? So I have 2 weeks left. So let's just do, I'll leave the 50 for the last week, and then I'll stuff 10, 20, 25, 26, and 27 in my wallet for this week. And I do keep track of this on my weekly wallet tracker, which is an insert in my A5 binder that's on my website. I don't do that on camera because my videos are already really long. And then while I'm in here, eating out, I'm gonna stuff that from our new money over here, but I do want to grab from miscellaneous so I have two 10s. I'm just gonna put a 10 in there. I don't even remember what I spent this on. I actually think I used it to tip the people at Starbucks because I didn't have anything in my kindness envelope, which I might swap this out for 2 5s because I'm gonna do a cash condensing in my next video. So I might swap this 10 out for 2 5s and then put a 5 in miscellaneous and a 5 in my kindness envelope for this week. But okay, so eating out, let's see here. I'm gonna just do a 10 like I normally do. And I know for a fact I have some pretty bad 10s in here. I think when I was counting it, I was like, ooh. There we go. They're just like, oh, this one's really, really bad. We'll do that. My eating out cash normally gets spent every week, so I know that I'll spend this if I put it in here, and it's just, sometimes the ATM like won't even take this if for some reason I try to put it like back in my bank account. So for drinks, I'm gonna do a 20, and I'm gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna look for, there we go. Look for one that's not quite as good. So how are you guys doing? Tell me in the comments. Kids, I'm just gonna roll that over this week. I'm not gonna be getting my nails done, so I don't need to stuff that. And then kindness and miscellaneous, I'm gonna do this probably off camera, but I'm just gonna swap this 10 out for 2 5s, I think. So, okay, my wallet is all ready to go for the week. I love the feeling of like, I don't know, just like a freshly stuffed wallet for the week. I'm next going to hop into my sinking funds, and then I'm gonna finish off the video with my savings challenges. So we're gonna get started with groceries. And let's see what I have for groceries here. So I'm doing $25 in groceries this week. It is finally starting to get nice. My husband spent like most of the day yesterday cleaning off our patio in the back, like power washing it. Like he did the leaf blower and then the power washer. So it's just all nice. We have our patio furniture out, and it's just like actually is starting to feel like summer. So groceries now is 20, 40, 45, 50, and 55. And this is just for miscellaneous things that we might need. If I'm like missing an onion for a recipe or something, I usually order my groceries online, and that's like how I pay for them, is with my Target debit card. So clothing this week is gonna be getting 75, and I did a 50, a 20, and a 5 for that. So my boys need some new shorts for this summer, so I'm trying to bulk up this envelope a little. So 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90. So $190 in clothing. We did go to Target yesterday, and my 8-year-old saw some Minecraft pajamas, and I'm like, you know, I really haven't bought him pajamas in a long time. He normally just wears like shorts and no shirt. So household is getting 30. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. I bought it with my debit card. So when I do my online spending check-in for May, I'll be pulling cash out of our clothing envelope for that. Household has 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, and 57. Oh my gosh, no, 53. We're gonna get through this. This is gonna be a problem if this is like a trend for today, because I have my cash condensing video I'm filming next. So personal hygiene is also gonna be getting $30 this week. Okay, sorry, one of the dogs was like trying to climb over a fence, which I'll explain in a minute. But I'm gonna get this cash put in here first so I don't forget what I was doing. So we put up like a makeshift, so we have a fenced in backyard, and we had our hockey rink up this winter. And so we had to like lay a bunch of dirt before we built the hockey rink, like in the fall. We laid a bunch of dirt so that the ground would be level. And then this spring when we took everything down, it's just like mud and dirt back there. So we're planting, I think it's like hydro seed, my husband said. But so we had to fence the dogs off. So like when they're out in the backyard, they have like half the yard still. But my husband put up like this fence. Well, he is in the back. I can like see him right now at the window. We have this big grassy area because there's a park in our backyard. He's back there with his like golf clubs, like, I don't know, golfing, like practicing golf or something. I'm not a golfer, so he's doing something with his golf clubs. But the dogs are freaking out because they want to go back there with him, and so they were trying to like climb over this fence, and so I had to go tell them not to do that. So anyway, in personal hygiene, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, and 97, so 197. And here, baby needs is getting 10 this week. I was just thinking, I'm like, Bristol's 1.5 now. I usually potty train my kids when they're 2. They've always been ready around that age. I mean, she might be different, but I'm like, oh my gosh, 6 more months of diapers and wipes and then we're done forever. It's kind of bittersweet, but mostly sweet. Okay, so 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, and $70 in baby needs. And we're like very, very, very stocked up on diapers right now because I always take advantage of Target's sales. I'm not stuffing copays, but I'm gonna stuff medical this week. And it's gonna get 30. So yeah, I mean, I mostly just, I guess I'm cash stuffing this baby needs one for wipes because that's the only thing we run out of. But so medical now has 20, 40, 60, and 70. And I did kind of start talking about this last week, and then when I was editing the video, I'm like, wow, I never finished what I was saying. So Rowan ended up getting pink eye because it was going around her classroom. And so it was nice having this cash because when I went to the pharmacy to get her eye drops, so it was nice. The doctor just sent them over. We didn't even have to go in. I just explained her symptoms and he's like, oh yeah, I'll just send it over. So, but it was nice. It was $10 and I just pulled cash out of out of the medical envelope. So vehicle maintenance this week is getting 25 as usual. My husband was gonna take my car to get an oil change, and then he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it myself, because he's totally capable. He just finally like has the time to do it. So he's gonna change my oil for me. So it's only gonna be like, I think he said it's like $40 for my oil. I don't remember. Okay, so 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 225, 230, 235, 6, 7, and 8. So $238 in vehicle maintenance. If I go in and get my oil changed, it's usually around $100, and that includes a tire rotation. I need new tires anyway, so that's also probably what this is gonna be getting bulked up for. Pet care is getting 30. Our vehicle maintenance envelope is just taking a huge hit between my husband's car accident and me needing to renew my tabs. I think his tabs are coming up due. I need an oil change, but that's why I love cash stuffing, because it's just, we've been, you know, cash stuffing for it for a long time. So it's like that money accumulates and it's so nice. So pet care now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 165, and 170. That is perfect. We need dog food here pretty quick, and then we're also gonna take the dogs in to get washed, because besides our garden hose, like we have nowhere in our house to wash the dogs. Like none of our showers have like the detachable like shower head, and then our bathtub is like a really nice deep bathtub that's made for like bubble baths basically, which ironically I hate baths, but my kids love it, so that's great. But they will like scratch it really bad, so we can't like put them in there. The dogs are 110 pounds. I don't even know that they could get themselves into the bathtub in the first place, but so we just take them in to get like washed and brushed every once in a while. So Sam's Club is getting 20. So that's something that we would use that money for in the pet care envelope. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, $210 in Sam's Club. Most of my Sam's Club purchases are like groceries, but this is kind of what I use for like if I ever find something while I'm there that's not groceries. It's just kind of like to be able to pay for it if it's a good deal. I was actually looking at getting like a little playhouse for the girls. So it's like that's something I might spend this money on, because Sam's Club usually has some pretty nice like playhouses. Miscellaneous is getting 10. This is our first summer having our backyard fenced in, and so we're gonna spend a lot of time back there. And so I wanna have, like, we don't have anything back there for them. We have a water table and that's kind of it. We do have a bouncy house that Eli got for Christmas last year from Santa. He's really hard to buy for. He's autistic and nonverbal and not really into like regular toys. So he kind of got like one big thing. And then, yeah, but we haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So that'll be something else fun we can do in the backyard. But the fence was built for Eli because he elopes and like disappears. And so we have like locks on everything. But this way he can go outside and like have that freedom, but we know he's safe back there. So I don't know if I counted this, $22 in miscellaneous. So yeah, just kind of like thinking like ahead for summer. I was actually thinking about adding another envelope just to kind of save up for stuff like that and like different things the kids can do outside. But then I'm like, well, could I just stuff that in my kids' envelope or family fun? So at this point, I'm not gonna be making another envelope for it. We'll just get creative. So eating out, let's see here. Eating out is getting 50, but what'd I put 10 in my wallet. So that means I'm gonna do a 20 and 2 10s in the envelope. So Chris and I got Subway the other day just because we have a Subway like right by our house and I needed to grocery shop. I just hadn't had a chance to order groceries. We've both been working a lot. So I'm like, well, let's just go get Subway and then I'll make the grocery order while we eat our Subway. So that's what I did. Drinks is also getting 50, but I put 20 in my wallet. So I'm gonna do a 10 or 20 and a 10 in here. So drinks now is 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, and 80. Our fridge is pretty empty, I'm not gonna lie. God, I tell you what, summer hits, all the neighbors emerge out of their house and we're always just like having some drinks. It's just how it goes. Okay, so I'm not stuffing our spending cash. Home renovations is getting 100. I suppose I could tell you guys a story about our dishwasher. So 100, 200, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So $240 in home renovations, which is good because I might need to be pulling that. Our dishwasher broke. We do have like an insurance thing on it through like our energy company. So basically we pay like, I think it's $45 a month as part of our bill, but we get like full coverage on all of our appliances for the most part. So when something breaks, they come out for free and fix it if they can, and then if they can't, they fund like a new appliance up to a certain dollar amount. So that we've used that on our water heater, our fridge, and now our dishwasher, which all of those appliances were original to the house. So I think our AC is probably the next thing that's gonna go, but I'm just glad we have that insurance anyway. So kids is getting 50, and I'm gonna explain why, and I did all 10s. I think, no, I did not. I did a 20 and 3 10s is what I did. I'm gonna explain this in a minute. So anyway, our dishwasher broke. Something happened with the wires, and he was like, wow, this is really dangerous. Like all your wires are fried. So we ended up getting a new dishwasher, and they covered $450 for a new dishwasher. My husband and I grew up very differently. I'm very like practical, and let's just find a dishwasher that's $450. That looks nice. I'm cool with that. And my husband's like, no, it needs to be really quiet and this and that. I'm like, but why? Like, why does it need to be quiet? So we settled, but we ended up paying $200 more. So it was like $650. So I might be taking that out of home renovations or somewhere. I'm not really sure yet, but so we like bought the dishwasher, and then we send in our receipt, and then the company sends us a check for $450. So that'll just go back into our bank account. But so kids now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, and 2. So something that I've never shared on here before, and not on purpose, I've just honestly never thought about it, is that we actually have a little brother through the program called Big Brothers Big Sisters. Let's see here, Family Fun is getting 20. So now it has 60, and and if you don't know what Big Brothers Big Sisters is, it's like a program where you volunteer and you get matched with like a child, and there's like intense background checks. So I actually used to work for Big Brothers Big Sisters. That was my first social work job out of college. I was a match support specialist, but based off like interviews, so we like interview both sides, and then we match the adult volunteers with the kiddos, and they just like hang out with them, and they just are like a positive role model for them. So our kiddo, I think it's okay if I share his first name. We're actually not through Big Brothers Big Sisters anymore, but that's how it started. We just like keep hanging out with him even though we're not in the program anymore. His name is Antonio, and we got matched with him when he was in kindergarten. He is 13 now. And we just like hang out with him and do fun things. He lives about 40 minutes away from us, so it's usually only, I prefer once a month. Sometimes the time span gets a little longer in between, but he's coming this weekend, and we're gonna go see the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So I wanted to make sure I stuffed a little extra. I might make him his own envelope because we like to do a lot of fun things. I like to get him really special gifts for like his birthday and Christmas and stuff. And now that he's getting older, I kind of feel like things get a little more expensive as kiddos get older, just like with their interests, like as their interests change and things like that. But yeah, we're like super involved in each other's life. He comes to all my kids' birthday parties. We have traditions for Christmas. Like, he doesn't spend Christmas Day with us. He has an amazing family. His mom is like the most amazing person ever. But then he also has 3 siblings. So he does a lot with his family, but we have our own like Christmas traditions, and we always do something really special for his birthday. I always make sure that we can order Domino's when he comes because he loves Domino's. So I want to just like, I think I might make him his own envelope just to like cash stuff in between the times that we hang out, just so I have that money and we're just kind of free to do whatever. So anyway, so now hockey has 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. I feel like did I grab money for this? I was talking. Okay, I'm just gonna put 25 in here if I'm, this happened last time. If I have $25 left over, I'll know it goes in hockey. I just need to like do one thing at a time here. Nails is getting its normal 20. So now it has 40. So I just stuff a little bit each week for when I need to fill, which is usually every like 3 weeks. So sometimes it's twice a month, but normally it's just once a month. Gifts is getting $20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 in gifts. And I did have to pull some of this out for some teacher gifts. It's Teacher Appreciation Week this week. So I might be pulling a little more out too. I think I'm gonna go get some Caribou gift cards for them, which if you guys don't know what Caribou is, it's kind of more of a Minnesotan thing, but it's like a coffee shop. It's like Dunkin' Donuts for the Midwest, for Minnesota, I guess. Date night is getting $10. So now date night has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. I'm kind of low-key panicking. I realized for my condensing video, I took out a bunch of 20s, or a bunch of 10s and 50s. I didn't take out any 20s, so that might get interesting. Target is getting $5. Ugh, these are so bad. These are so bad. I'm gonna put these in the back and we're gonna figure out what to do with those. I might put those in my wallet. Oh, okay, so now Target has 10. And I don't really have a purpose for this envelope. It's just kind of, I stuff it really slowly, but then if I find something at Target that I like cannot live without, I would use it on that. Organizing is getting $10 this week, so now it has 10, 20, 30, 31. So yeah, I'm not like, I love Marvel. I've never gotten super into Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's been a long time since there's been like a good movie in the theaters for us to go see. And Liam really wants to go see it too. So memberships is getting 10. So now memberships has 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, and 3. So 273. When this reaches 400, we're gonna stop stuffing it. And just leave it there. Seasonal lawn care is getting $50. Like I said, it's warming up. We've got a lot of work to do back there to just make it look like decent. 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 360. Is that, I feel like that's a lot. Yeah, that's right. That accumulated really fast. Mother's Day is Sunday. I'm so excited to see if my husband is gonna surprise me with some raised garden beds. Wedding ring is getting $10. I know that he's been working on it. I just don't know if they'll be done, which is fine. But okay, so 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 40, and 50. $250 in wedding ring. This is to replace a wedding ring that Eli flushed down the toilet. 10th anniversary is getting its normal 50. And I think we decided we're just gonna go up north. We were thinking about going to Nashville to Dave Ramsey's event, but it's just really expensive and we can always go next year. So 100, 200, 300, 354, 455, 500. So we'll need a placeholder for this when I do my condensing. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So $600 in here. I need to actually look and see if the prices have changed for the resort that we stay at up north, because it might have. I mean, I feel like everything is going up. So just in case I need to adjust my goal for that. Okay, travel now is getting 5 and now it has 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So I'm gonna probably post these videos backwards. So just, so you'll already have probably seen my condensing video by the time this one's posted, because I always do my cash stuffings on Sunday at noon, and then I post my kind of extra videos like condensings or online spending check-in on Saturdays. So high and low priority is done. We're gonna move on to holiday sinking funds, and then we're gonna do my savings challenges. So this week, Valentine's Day is getting $5. So now it has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And let me tell you, I'm not doing my business binder. I'm like a little bit, I don't want to say it's not a priority because obviously my finances is always a priority. I just am able to manage my business finances without cash stuffing like fine. And I just really can't add one more thing onto my plate right now. So I'm just currently putting that on hold. And then I'm going to pick that back up once I like get a grip on my business, because I just am so behind and need to spend that time like getting orders out. So Easter's getting 5 also. Okay. So now it has 10, 15, 20, 25 for Easter for next year. So I know that there are some of you that were really excited about the business binder, and I still have it. It's still in the safe. Like, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just right now taking a little break from it until I feel like I can handle it. So 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So $130 in 4th of July. Halloween is getting $5 as well. So now it has 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, and $80 in Halloween. You know what? Since I'm doing my condensing video, I'm just gonna put these ones in there because I'll be condensing those into 20s, right? 50. Yeah, I can condense those 4 5s into a 20, so I'll be able to get rid of them. So we'll just do that and the bank can have them back. I mean, does anyone know, like, at what point are they like, like, this money is trash? Have you ever thought of that? Like, what happens to money, like, when it's just, like, unrecognizable? Thanksgiving is not getting stuffed. I need to, like, look at my sheet before I take the cash out of here. Black Friday is getting its normal 10 this week. So now it has 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200 in Black Friday. Christmas is getting 50, I believe. Yes. So now Christmas has $500, 600, 657, 758, 859, 950. So next week we'll be able to switch out for a $1,000 placeholder. It'll be my first one. So excited. New Year's Eve is getting $5. So now it has 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Birthday parties is getting 100. We're not talking about this today because he's home. 100, 200, 300, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 900, and $3. So that's more than enough. If you've been watching, you know. If not, go back and look at last week's because I talk about it. But something I forgot about was childcare. So I do have a babysitter coming and need to pay her. So some of that's going to go towards that as well. Back to school is getting 30. People are always like, you need to go on more dates. And I do need to go on more dates. It's just childcare is so expensive. Okay, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. So $285 in back to school. I'd like to get to 500 in here before I feel ready. Seasonal decor is getting $10 this week. So now it has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. All right, and that is it for my sinking funds for the week. So now we are going to move on to my savings challenges, and we'll start with my $1, $5, $10, and $20 savings challenge. All I have left over from rollover is this 15, which I'm really excited about either way. So we're gonna start with putting the 5 in here. Oh. So I have 1 5 to add this week. You can get these as like a binder bundle, all of these different savings challenges. I think I have 7 in there. I don't think, I know I have 7 in there. So you get like the savings challenges printed off on like premium cardstock and then cut. And then you get all these zipper pouches to go with it, or you can just get a digital download. That way you can like use it over and over. Kind of like whatever your preference is. And then $110 to add to our $10 savings challenge. So with this one, you save $520 at the end. And I'm not gonna count them this time, I kind of wanna be surprised. Like, I don't wanna count it every week because then I remember how much I have. I wanna like be surprised. You save $260 at the end of the $5 one, and then at the end of the $20 savings challenge, you save $1,040. So maybe we'll count those at like the beginning of every month or something, just to see. All right, and then the last thing is the 100 envelope challenge that I got from Luxe Designs. I absolutely love it. I have an unboxing if you wanna go check it out, a video of that. So I'm going to pull the envelopes that I need to do the stuffing for this week. So I'm stuffing 5 envelopes this week. So I'm gonna pull these out and then I will be right back. So I have my envelopes here. I'm gonna set this back up over here. And I don't think we necessarily need to do these like in order. So what I'm doing this 100 envelope challenge for, sorry, my fridge is making ice right now, so if you can hear that. So what I'm using this challenge for is to pay down our student loans. So we're currently not having to make payments right now, which means there's also no interest. So I am gonna complete the 100 envelope savings challenge as many times as I can before October, which is when we're scheduled to start paying them back. Just because I don't know, I don't think paying off debt is fun. So I wanted to make it fun. So we're gonna start with number 88, and I am rounding up, and we're gonna do 90 for this. And so I'm just taking each week what our monthly payment would be, which is just right around $700 for both of our student loans. And then I'm dividing that in between, however many weeks I'm cash stuffing. So it averages out to about $160 a week that I'm putting away for our student loans. 14 is the next one, so we're gonna round up and do 15. And I just love this, like the quality is so good. I'm gonna be able to do this so many times. So Luxe Designs is on Instagram and she's on YouTube now, so go check her out on YouTube. 18, I'm rounding up to 20. I just don't want these to get super thick. And I know some people have been like, oh, those aren't gonna all fit back in the container. Like, I really don't care. I'll just put them in like a bag or something. And I actually have a bunch of these, well, I have 4 of them. I got a 4-pack off Amazon. You guys can find these on Amazon too. So you could have like one of these for the completed and then keep the ones that you still need to complete in another one. Or like I said, you probably have a gallon Ziploc bag sitting in your house. So you could just use that too. Like once you get them all in there, or a shoe box, or there's like a million things. I just am not gonna get my panties in a bunch if they don't all fit back in the container that they came in. I'm just glad I got the container, to be honest, because like with the quality of these, like what I paid for this, like I would have been happy to just get these envelopes because the quality is so good. And they're so pretty. I love like them. They're just so like minimal. All right, and then 30 is the last one. So because these aren't laminated, they're like plastic, which I love. Come on, there we go. All right, and there we have it. So I'm going to mark off this tracking. So this came with it. It's really cute. It's like you can mark off like which ones you've done. So I'm gonna mark that off camera. But yeah, that is the 100 envelope challenge. We got 5 more envelopes knocked out this week, which I'm excited about. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video and I can't wait to see you in my next one.